How is money created? Where does it come from? Who benefits? And what purpose does it serve?
The money system. What is the money behind the money system?
How is US dollars part of the trade between Djibouti and Kenya? Why? And the Africa Exim Bank will settle payments in local currency.
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
If you have been following my channel and have been watching my content, you have probably heard me saying the financial system is going to change soon and the US dollar experiment will go away. I know this is a very bold statement to claim, but even the experts have been saying this. The dollar is not the first reserve currency. There have been many reserve currencies before it and many financial systems that have all come and go. Now, what's more interesting are the reasons behind this phenomena and why it happens, which brings us to today's topic: what causes the rise and fall of these nations which holds the reserve currency. Now, in a fall or change of currency, where does all the money goes? Because money is just energy, it does not just disappear, especially once it is exchanged for real world assets. And lastly, what are the impacts of this? Now, the purpose of this is not to prove a point or try to get you to invest in crypto or silver or gold, but it's just to help you see and prepare for what's coming and to help position yourself as we are moving closer and closer to this. Now, it's not an event, but a slow, painful process, especially to those that are not prepared. Now, to answer the questions that will help us see all of this, we have to talk about the history of money and the central banking system. We have to talk about the economy, how it works, and the cycles driving it. Then lastly, we will look at the technology disruptions in the financial systems. The saying, hard times create strong men creates good times create weak men, and weak men creates hard times cannot be more truer than the history of humans and money. So let's first talk about the history of money. Before we talk about the history of money, let's first define what money is. Money is a medium of exchange that holds value over time, can be easily translated into prices to tell us how much things cost, and it is widely accepted for transactions of goods and services. It serves as a unit of account, a store of value as it can keep it over time, and sometimes a standard of deferred payment. Money can be any item or verifiable record generally accepted as payment by the people, with its value derived from social convention and declared legal tender by a government or regulatory entity. Now, money is created through legal tender by central banks and bank money by private banks, primarily as electronic money. Now, take gold for instance. Gold possesses several key characteristics that make it an ideal form of currency. At number one, we have its durability. Now, gold is highly durable and does not corrode or degrade over time, ensuring its longevity as a form of currency. Number two, we have divisibility. Now, gold can be divided into small units without losing its value, making it practical for transactions of varying amounts. Then thirdly, we've got fungibility. Gold is consistent and fungible, meaning each unit of gold is interchangeable with one another of the same weight and purity, which is essential for its use as money. Then we have portability. Due to its high value to weight ratio, gold is easily transportable, enabling large amounts of value to be carried in a compact form. Then we have limited supply. Now, the scarcity of gold ensures that it cannot be overproduced, maintaining its value and preventing inflation. Then lastly, we have the historical value. Throughout history, civilizations, even in the Bible, have consistently valued gold as a material of worth, reinforcing its status as a reliable form of currency. Now, if gold was used as a form of money with these great characteristics, why are we using coins, paper, and digital money? Now, to answer this, let's first take a look at the history of money. The history of money dates back thousands of years. Money evolved from the barter system around 6000 BC to the first coin in the 7th century BC to the introduction of paper money around 1020 AD. Though some scholars deny the proof of an economic system that was based on this, the barter system, I'll just explain it in a second. The concept of money allowed societies to move away from direct bartering, enabling easier and more complex economic transactions. Now, various forms of money have been used throughout history, including livestock, grain, cowrie shells, metal coins, and paper currency. In the last 100 years, money has transitioned from physical forms like coins to digital currencies, reflecting the continuous evolution of financial systems and the global economy. The only problem I have is that it's been under the same nation or superpower, but we'll get to that later on the video. Now, let's talk about the myth of the barter system, which is the belief that before the existence of currency, people engaged in a direct barter system where goods and services were exchanged without the use of money. Now, this misconception was popularized by 18th century Europeans speculating on how markets operated before the introduction of regulated currency. However, and anthropological evidence does not support the existence of widespread barter economies, as commonly believed. The barter system is considered impractical for sustaining specialized workforces and economic systems due to its limitations in facilitating efficient exchanges and supporting complex transactions. With no monetary systems where currency acts as a universal medium of exchange with a standardized value, bartering relies on the subjective evaluation of each party involved, which leads to disputes and disagreements, especially when individuals have different perceptions of the worth of specific items or services. For example, a farmer may value a basket of fruits differently than a carpenter values a piece of furniture, making it challenging to establish a fair exchange because really, in terms of fruits, how many bananas do I need to buy the whole furniture in your house? And what do you do with the bananas after the exchange? Because let's say you want bread now. In order to get it, you need someone selling bread for bananas. Otherwise, there will be no exchange. I hope you do understand this, guys. Which is called the coincidence of wants. Now, scholars like David Graeber argue that economies were more rooted in reciprocity, distribution, and gift giving rather than direct barter. With that out of the way, let's continue with the history of money and look at the evolution of currency. The first metal coins resembling current ones appeared in the 7th century BC, providing a more standardized form of currency with a fixed weight and value. Then paper banknotes first appeared in China around 806. I know I said 1020 last time, but at first they were in China around 806 AD, marking a shift towards more portable and convenient forms of money. Then over time, paper money became a common medium of exchange in various economies. Then gold was officially made the standard of value in England in 1816, tying the value of banknotes to a certain amount of gold, meaning the currency was pegged to the gold. Then we had the Gold Standard Act in the United States in 1900. In 1900, further solidified the link between currency and gold and continued with the establishment of central banks. Then we have the issuance of standardized coins and banknotes and the advancement in printing techniques to enhance security and durability of money. Up until in August of 1971, when President Nixon removed the dollar peg from gold, which gave us the first fiat money backed by nothing. The evolution of money has progressed to include digital currencies like cryptocurrencies today, which are reshaping the global economy by decentralizing financial transactions and introducing new forms of exchange, which is your gate pass to overcome what's coming with the US dollar collapse. Now, before making this video long, I will end it here for today because I'm planning to make this into a video series that I'll call it the Exodus before the storm. Now, it's a combination of storms actually. That's why we are seeing all these economic wars, political wars, trade wars, cyber crimes, biological wars like COVID. And remember, guys, China is always in the middle of financial revolutions. Remember, in 1806, they were the ones who brought the paper money. So if you're interested in seeing more of this type of content, click the like and subscribe button. And if you don't like it, click the dislike button twice and subscribe button once. And remember to keep your assets safe. Make sure you check the last video I made on Shiba Army scam alerts. They are going to come for your assets, guys, in every way. And you know who's going to come. The governments. Now, be blessed, my friend, and happy investing. Cheers.